5-star and T-Bone up in here. Let's get this party started.
Oh, we the Big Easy Mafia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we the Big Easy Mafia. Oh, we the Big Easy Mafia. Oh, we the Big Easy Mafia. Stand up, get crunk, make noise. About to go down for a black and gold boy. We ready, jam tight, no bluff. Saints are like the winter ring, got a handcuff. Beating down your block, Crescent City cloth in the air. Ask me if I'm a fan, I said hell yeah. Big Easy Mafia is what I...
What's up? Welcome to another edition of Down South Sports Fanatics. We on Wednesdays, we on Thursdays. Pick a day, but we're gonna be on here for you. Don't worry about it. But without further ado, let me bring it to you, my co-host, the voice of reason. Y'all all know who he is. What's up, Mr. Straight Up Dave Robin?
What's going on, man? To me, Thursday Night Football does not exist tonight. I'm sorry, guys. Game 4 from Wrigley Field, 8 o'clock. I will not watch a single minute probably of this football game tonight, man.
Wow,
all baseball to me, bro. Go Cubs, go. Try not to suck. Let's force Game 5, Cubbies.
Well, I think a coach will debate that. He'll be watching the game tonight. We got him. What's up, Mr. Shane Anderson?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
I know you're going to be watching the games tonight.
Hey, look, I'm going to be watching now. I'm going to be checking the baseball scores, but I'm going to be watching.
All right. Listen, somebody's got to tell the truth on this show if Dave's lying, and we need the hard truth. But Pancho Gonzalez, what's up, my boy?
Man, what's going on? Listen, man, in today's age, you got to have 2 TVs with one of each. So there's no skipping one or the other, man. So, and after today, man, we did get one big who dat win this weekend. So let's follow up with that, man.
Definitely let's follow that. But listen, let's talk about it. Saints got that win, Dave. I know we're waiting to get the first overall pick, but we can't worry about that right now. You know, what's your thoughts on the game? What you thought about it, brother? Hand it to us.
Hey, man, so I know, and I'm going to throw – Shane sent out a message on our chat before that game and said, this is the game the Saints probably win. And I said, you know what? He's probably right. You got a rookie quarterback making his second NFL start, first road start, doesn't have Malik Neighbors. After Malik Neighbors, that receiving core falls off a cliff. It felt like the right game. You know, a team that hasn't been very good with the Giants coming into the Superdome. If we were going to win one, that was the one to me, guys, that stood out. But I thought the defense was very opportunistic. The offense was okay. I like the way the offensive line's playing right now. I don't think I hear anybody talking about that, but I think our line's been outstanding. I think they're one of the higher graded line the last few weeks in the league. But I don't want to get it twisted. You know, we still got to keep, let's be real. It's still not about wins and losses. It's about the development of certain young players on this team. I thought our guy Kool-Aid McKinstry played really well. I like what Jonas Sanker's doing back there. Quincy Riley. There's some good players really starting to develop on that defense, guys. And, I mean, look, offense did just enough, but we were very fortunate in that game. I think that game came down to a couple plays. The Cam Scatterboo fumble, to me, changed the entire game. That was like a 14-point swing because they were fixing the score right there. Let's be real. That was probably a touchdown on that drive. The Darius Slayton fumble, also huge. So we didn't have a dominant win. This is a 12-point win, 26-14. And we had 5 freaking turnovers, y'all. If that was Drew Brees and Sean Payton, we win that game by 35.
Well,
so there's still a lot of work to do.
Listen, Pancho, what's your thoughts? I seen you there. It was a pleasure seeing my friend. You're one of his diehards. I know that for a fact. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, you want to see these young guys get in there and develop and see your draft picks for once in our lifetime start to come to fruition like you did with the AK draft. Like Dave saying, Riley and Sanker, these guys coming in. You signed Justin Reed to this big old contract, and all you did is tie up money to a guy that's hurt. Juwan Johnson, you paid him big money. I mean, he's hit and miss at this point. So, man, let's get the young guys, and like I said, if we can turn some of these assets into players, the big name players we got, and turn them into draft picks, and hopefully we can build, organically through our lineup without having to do what the Yankees do and go spin, and then at the end of the day, you're sitting on the sideline watching everybody else.
Well, listen, we always need a coach's perspective. We got one, Shane Anderson. What you thought, my brother?
Well, for me, coming into the game, man, just like I put in the chat, that was going to be the game for them to win. I actually texted Darren and I told him that honestly, it was the easiest bet on the slate for the week for me, and that's not being a homer. That's chasing the money.
Yeah.
So, but it was just set up, man. It was the Saints fell into a perfect position. Like Dave said, no neighbors. Cam Scatterboo. It's he had the unfortunate fumble for the Giants, but I mean, at the end of the day, too, they were riding his back quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is going to happen when you touch the ball that many times. But overall, I will say it was good to see Spencer Rattler with the deep ball on that deep throw to Shaheed.
Yeah.
So I mean, Rattler's got a good deep ball. He's got a pretty deep pass. And I'd like to see him start using that and unleashing that a little bit more.
Do you think they hold him back a little bit on that, Dave? Because I mean, I seen him air it out a little more this week. Do you think he's just more getting comfortable with Kellen Moore's offense?
I mean, I think I don't know. I think it could be a little bit of a combination between Moore. Maybe it's a little bit of Rattler too. I mean, let's be real. He knows Tyler Shuck's back there. It's almost like, hey, if I buy myself time, I don't do anything too silly and stupid. Let me make the safe throws. I think a little bit of that is in there too. I think if Tyler Shuck wasn't in that locker room, if it was just some 8-year veteran, back there who's not going to challenge him for time or starting position, I think he'd be a little more free. But I feel like he's been very safe with a lot because to me, like Shane's saying, he's got a pretty good deep ball. I mean, I've been critical of Rattler every chance that I probably have, I could be, but I'm only saying that because I want the best for the team going forward. He has improved. He does have a pretty good deep ball. I think you need to do more of it because you got Chris Olave. You've got Rashid Shaheed, who was, the fastest player clocked this year in the league with that play last week. So, I mean, you have weapons, and they are getting open. There's some plays that he's not, looking for them, and they are open. So I don't know if it might be a little bit of Kellen Moore, but I think it's a lot of Rattler himself. He's just got to take that next step and start, making that quick read and floating that ball out there,
Go ahead, Pancho.
for a big completion.
My take on it, Shane will tell you any day of the week, man. If you can front load the run on and get a 65-35 split on run pass, if you can run to set up that pass and eventually that pass will come open. They pounded AK. Yeah. They pounded, and AK ran pretty hard. Miller ran pretty hard, and so Rattler had a few little scrambles. So, and that just opens up. They stop disrespecting the long pass, and then there you are. So it opens itself up. And just previous games, they was trying to get themselves out of a hole, and Rattler's having to throw himself out, and that's not what we have right now. You don't have the time to throw the ball unless you give. Run, and if the run gives you yardage, then you stick with it. I mean, that Shane will tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, the run opens up the pass, and just vice versa, the pass opens up the run. But definitely, if you can run the ball and you can get 3.5 a carry, somewhere around there, then it's going to draw up that secondary. The safeties are going to start coming down. Then you got somebody like a Shaheed that can hit you over the top. You know what I mean? But like Pancho said, you got to get the time for the QB to be able to throw the ball like that. So I think the biggest storyline for me coming away from the game itself was every week Miller his timeshare on the field has gone up, and it's almost at a 50-50 now. And the first thing I think of is, how many times Pancho has said, we got to trade AK, get something back for him while we can. And I really feel now that that's the direction the Saints are looking to go, because there are, there's more than a handful of teams that are running back needy. And I think you can get something for AK. It's not going to be anything outrageous. And let's just keep it real, because, I mean, his age, you're probably going to get a fourth or later, you know what I'm saying, at best. But you'll still get something for him right now, But yeah, the 50-50 timeshare in the backfield was pretty can't even think what I'm trying to say. It was pretty evident of the direction of things and the way they're trying to go.
Hey, what do you say, Shane? I think Kendre Miller is this guy we liked. We knew about the hamstring injury coming out. I think Dennis Allen, I just hate to play bash Mickey and bash Dennis Allen every episode, but I think Dennis Allen really didn't do that guy any favors. I mean, it seems like he got in the doghouse early on with Dennis Allen. and never got his way out of it. And to me, it's almost like this is really his first
Hey.
real crack at getting consistent playing time.
Johnny, I want to say thank you to the Oilmen for joining us, man. Look, they always support us. Y'all make sure to go like that page. It's a good friend of mine's page, the Oilmen Outdoors. Y'all make sure to go like and share their page. Go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry, man. I just want
that's cool. But I think Dennis Allen really put. And to me, that's a sign of a bad head coach. And like I said, Da was a really good coordinator. I'm going to give him credit for that. I'm not just trying to trash the guy, but I think he was a bad coach with a lot of things he did. But Kendre Miller's development to me was one of the biggest drops in his coaching era. To me, was the way he handled Kendre Miller. I mean, Jamal Williams signing was a complete and utter disaster. One of the worst free agent signings in Saints history, if you ask me. It wasn't a ton of money, but it was a 3-year deal, and it was an absolute waste of time because it kept Kendre Miller off the field. I think Kendre is really developing into a top-flight guy. I mean, the guy runs hard. He's got shiftiness. He can catch the ball a little bit out of the backfield. I think there's a lot of potential there. Like Shane's saying, that share is getting higher and higher each week. So we know about the Chargers too. The Chargers are in desperate need of a running back, so the trade market is there.
And here's where I lay the tile with this my conversation on trading these guys, because you got Quincy Riley, McKinstry, you got Kendre Miller, Fuaga, and some others that are young car, and you got a short 2 to 3 year window with these guys before you start turning around and start signing checks to these guys. So that's why I'm saying you need to get rid of these old guys like yesterday, draft next year, and hopefully those rookies hit on 2 picks, 3 picks, and then on our sophomore year, on these guys' junior year, you have a really good team. So that's what you're trying to build. You can't build with Cam Jordan there. You can't build with Demario Davis there.
No.
You can't build with Justin Reed there. You can't build with Juwan Johnson making 12 or 11 million. That's what I'm saying. Taysom Hill right now is an asset, man. If you can get a 5th round, 6th round, let the man go.
I want to say something real quick. My boy Kenny Benoit joins us every week too. He's a diehard Saints fan. I want to congratulate him on being cancer-free for 2 years, man. Congratulations.
Awesome,
man. That's big.
Congratulations, my brother. Thank you.
That's big. Congrats, Kenny.
Yeah, and Miss Chris Jenkins also went through a big surgery. And
send our thoughts and prayers to her, man. She's a Saints super fan, y'all. Thank y'all. So what's your thoughts on that, Shane? Like, what you seen the difference in this week's preparation with the win the Saints got?
Well, anytime you're in the slump, okay, and you're down, I don't care what anybody says. You can tell the players to block out the media all you want to. They're going to hear. They're going to hear the stuff that's being said. You're bottom of the league. You're the worst team in the NFL. All this type of stuff. They hear it. They hear it constantly. So to get that win, and especially that first win, it's like a monkey off their shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Off their back. You know, it's a ton of weight off their shoulders. They come in. They're refreshed now. They're rejuvenated. Okay, hey, can we carry it on? And now I'm gonna tell you, man, it's one of my bets of the week. Is the Saints, if you can get the hook at +3.5 at home against the Patriots. I think it's a good bet. I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints win this one. The Patriots are coming off a big win against the Buffalo Bills, and I can completely see it happening. The Saints
can't have that, man. Can't have that.
What, you want the loss, P, or what?
I just want
what he did?
My boy Lance,
I want the rookies to do extremely well, man, and us to keep building on this young team. That's what we need to do.
We're trying to suck for that top 3.
And the best way to do that.
My buddy just plays another frequent follower of ours, Lance Falk. He just put, can we trade people on it for a shrimp pole?
No, look, hey, look, Pancho, I want to get this in real quick before you go to the next thing, Richie. If here's my thing about the Kamara thing, I've been behind that, just like Pancho. We all talked about it. If you were willing to trade Marshawn Lattimore last season, then it certainly makes sense. The writing on the wall has to be the veterans are out there for the taking, like AK. Like I said, Taysom, to me, I just don't know what you're going to get for Taysom with his age and his injury track record. But AK's got to be considered. But it's also got to be 2 names I'm going to throw at you guys. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but Chris Olave and Alontae Taylor. These guys are coming at the end of rookie contracts. Are you ready to invest in either guy long term, or do you try to get something for them now? What do you? I don't know what y'all.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, Dave. You know, and jumping back over to the Kendre Miller thing, I wanted to answer your question that you had earlier. You know, about him being done wrong. I 100% agree with you, man. It's Kendre Miller. If you look at him, one of his biggest things coming to the Saints was his speed. He's a good pass catcher. He's got a ton of speed. He was like AK 2.0 is what they were looking at. And I think now, we're finally getting to see some of that. And it's honestly, it's refreshing. He's a very good back.
Yeah.
He can be, I'll put it like this. If he was on the Chiefs or the Chargers or one of these other teams looking for a running back, they wouldn't be looking for a running back.
No, he's got a lot of potential, man.
That's my personal opinion. But yeah, Dennis Allen did him dirty, and they treated him poorly early on, and I think he's out there to prove people wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
My thoughts are, I went. For those of you that didn't know, I did go to the game this Sunday. It was my first game in a very long time, probably a year, I want to say, and they did get the win. I tell you what, I was encouraged. Just talking with fans before the game, the dome's kind of been down and stuff. We're not used to that. It wasn't as loud. People wasn't interacting that well. And, man, it was so lively. I was talking to Pancho about it. Was just the atmosphere was real good. People was real. But you gotta give the fans something to root for too.
Yeah. No, I agree, Richie. Win's a win. I mean, it's good to have them, man. You got to get a few here and there, man. Even in a rebuild.
Look, look, we're talking about draft and the Saints not winning much and stuff like that. End of the day, usually your number one pick has 2 or 3 wins.
Yeah.
So where do they come from?
The only thing I want to stand on is I don't want to see fucking dudes or chicks with bags over their head, dude. That to me, that's like complete. Yeah, it's fun in games at the end of the day, dude. But at the end of the day, it ain't cool. It's just a complete, to me, this is just a sign of disrespect.
Wait, Pancho, you said dudes are putting bags on their chicks' heads?
No, dudes or chicks having bags on their heads.
Okay.
The grocery bags.
I didn't know what kind of podcast direction we were going in, man.
We've done a 2-bag once or twice. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? There was a couple guys that did it. There was a couple guys that did have the bags on their head, man. And I understand. Really? I get the laugh out of it. But
let me ask you this: were they Schwegman bags? Were they Schwegman bags?
When they start winning?
It was a walk-by type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you told him something, Pancho? You said, take that bag off your head? You told him some shit?
Man, I should have. You know what I'm saying?
Next game you bring Omar. You bring Omar, your brother-in-law, to the game because we know how Omar treats these folks with shit.
Hey, guys, we've all seen that one dude who wears the Cleveland Browns quarterback jersey with the 40-something quarterback names on the back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty damn creative, though, man.
That dude isn't wearing no bag on his head. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people who should be wearing a bag, like Brian, their signature Saint, should be wearing a bag. You know what I'm saying? That guy should be wearing a bag on his head.
Dave, Chuck Thomas has got a question. He said, what happened to the sleeper running back the Saints supposedly drafted?
Devin Neal?
Yeah.
Listen, man, I still think Devin Neal's a possibility, but I think you're not going to see Devin Neal until they make this move with Kamara.
Yeah, you don't have enough. Yeah. You don't have enough touches at this point in time to see a third running back. That's why I stress AK. These guys, they are awesome, and they deserve something better than what they dealing with now. And that's saying it with a good heart. That's not saying I don't want them.
Look, Shane, you as a coach, and give me your honest opinion because you're definitely not a homer. Don't you just looking at him? Don't you think Kamara's lost a step?
No,
I don't. Honestly, I don't think he's lost a step.
He hasn't.
I think Kamara's at the point in his career where
the reason
mentally,
not to cut you off, hold that thought. The reason I say that is because me and Dave both agree. Kendre Miller looks like he's got more bursts and just more. I don't know.
Listen,
I think it's just a shout out to Kendre, though, right?
No, listen. This what this AK is truly making a business decision on every time he touches the ball. So he's making business decisions. Kendre
guaranteed contract.
He's trying to get the next contract because he's still
getting another one. I don't think that next one.
He's only got 2 years.
His next contract, he'll be sitting.
He's got this year and next year on a contract, right? He's got 2 years left.
I really feel like AK. I don't think he's lost a step.
No, he hasn't taken the hits.
I think mentally he's at the point where he wants to win one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And no matter what he's got the money.
Yeah, I mean,
What's
look,
up,
He
the
he's
Wisdom?
been
Hey,
loyal.
the Wisdom Gamers joined us. What's up, my brother? Good guy. Y'all make sure to go follow his page too.
who's that? The gamer?
The gamer,
Yeah,
yeah,
gamer.
Wisdom.
Wisdom
Awesome.
Gamer, yeah.
Hey, good
Okay.
content, bro. Check out the Wisdom.
Hey,
Good
check
time.
this out, Shane. So what we're saying, though, I mean, like, so it's a testament how good Kendre Miller looks, right? And with AK,
100%.
I mean, these guys are saying all the right things. We like these players. We don't dislike them when we say we want them gone. Trust me. My Cubs did this
Right.
in 2021. It's hard to say goodbye to these names who have accomplished so much, who we've become, you know, in love with as fans. But like Pancho said, before, let AK, let DeMario, let Cam maybe get an opportunity at a Super Bowl. We can always bring that guy back at a halftime in a future game. They'll always be a saint to all of us fans. You know what I mean? It's not going to change anything.
I mean, Ricky
They're gonna spend
Jackson,
1 year
Sam
somewhere else.
Buford, Willie Rove, Bobby
Yeah.
Abe, they all hanging
They
in
all
the
went
dome.
somewhere
So, I
else.
mean,
Pat Swilling, Willie
What's
Rose,
up,
exactly.
Pancho? Look who's on. The champ's on here. What's up,
Yeah.
the champ?
what's up,
I agree,
champ?
man. It's just one of the things. Like I said, he's been loyal to the Saints,
Mhm.
man. And there's nothing that he's going forward. There's nothing to say. Oh, well, he's a crap player because he left or something
Right.
like that. Man, listen, I said the same thing when LeBron left Cleveland after being there for 7 years. I said, go get a ring somewhere.
Yeah. Sometimes, look, it just has to happen that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does, man. And look, if he goes somewhere and it falls a little short, DeAndre Hopkins, you know what I'm saying, going to the Chiefs, it's okay.
Yeah.
But he got
Dave,
to the
don't
big
you
game.
think? Listen, here's my thing, and Pancho, y'all don't you think they go to these guys and say, "Listen, do you want to be traded?" And they say, "No, I don't."
I think they want to
No.
see it play out, Rich. They want to give it a
So,
shot.
Rich,
I
at the
think.
end of the day, you signed
Dion
Olave.
won't
Dave's
go to
saying
players
you
asking
signed
that.
Olave, which is coming up on a contract to a 4-year, $120 million. What are
And
you
you're gonna
getting
be
out of that?
screwed. Yeah, you're going to be screwed.
You're
I
gonna
mean,
be
you
screwed.
can't make that deal.
Listen,
But-
I don't think I
but-
can see Olave get. He's got some trade value, and I can see that. I can see Kamara, but I do not see Cam Jordan wanting to leave New Orleans this late in his career.
No, and Richie, he might be the one that stays, but let me ask you guys this.
I can see Cam going to the Bills to somebody like
Not this
that,
late, not this
Who's
late.
that?
going to like the Bills or somebody like
Who we
even
talking
the
about, AK?
Eagles to the 49ers or
Come on.
something that.
Cam.
Oh, Cam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of teams I think that fit. But, I mean, what do you guys think about Olave, though? I think that's one that's a little trickier because he's a young guy. He got off to such a
I
great
keep him.
start. He's got the concussion history. He's been very inconsistent. This year he's only averaging like 7 yards a catch. I think Mason Tipton's a guy I want to take a look at more, along with Shaheed. Devon Vele's there. You need a
got
receiver
to.
with some size. So, I mean, and look at all the teams that could use Chris Olave right now. We talked about Buffalo. Buffalo desperately needs a freaking wide receiver. Kansas City needs a wide receiver. There's a lot of teams out there.
What if with Olave, Dave? Wait, I mean,
Listen, even
so
the
for
game,
me, if I was in a position,
even the game was saying.
and stuff,
I'm sorry, Shane.
Huh?
I'm sorry. You can finish. I was saying the game even said the fact that we're talking about Kendre, debating it, is saying something. It is.
Yeah,
no, it's facts.
Yeah.
It's facts. But for me, if I was over the Olave situation, I would almost it would be tempting to franchise tag him and say, hey, look, it's more of a prove it year than anything.
Yeah. Like a 1 year deal where you're not
so-
locking into that much money long term, where you're not
So
married.
Shane, I promise you, bro, we are not 3 years out from anything. We're not Super Bowl out 3 years. So locking Olave up, all you're doing is committing yourself to more debt at that time. At that, listen, so if you trade you trade Olave into an asset, you can come. You start to get young guys all coming up. You can't have really old guys with yearly young guys. That ideal that would work.
Pancho, let me play devil. Let me play mediator real quick because I see what both of you guys are saying, and I brought up Olave, and I see y'all are a little bit different about it, which I get both points. I'm with both of y'all. What if you test the market for Olave, and if nobody's throwing anything out there, you come to Plan B with Shane saying put him on a 1 year try-it deal. If somebody wows you, like Buffalo, who's trying to win a Super Bowl, says, "Hey, we'll give you a second-round pick and a fourth." Or something like that, then I'm probably taking that. But if let's say somebody's lowballing you, then you maybe come back to the franchise.
If they give you a fourth, he goes to Buffalo and catches 90 balls, saves 7 touchdowns. That don't look too fair to me.
No,
but here's the thing: if you franchise him, you also take the opportunity and chance of building that.
But y'all
that
blaming us on Olave, but you also got to give him the ball.
Rich, let's put it in perspective.
No, hear me out.
He's getting the ball.
Hear me out. I guarantee
It's
you.
just 5 yards at a time.
This is what I'm saying. I guarantee if you put him with Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, one of them, I guarantee you catches 80, 90 balls.
It's going to be much.
Oh yeah,
different.
Richie. I don't doubt his numbers won't improve somewhere else.
Wait,
but to me,
Richie,
I don't
you
want to worry
got-
about that. I want to worry about who he is for the New Orleans Saints.
Richie, you got Josh Allen throwing in the ball compared to Spencer Rattler. That's
Right.
two different words.
Okay, but we're putting a lot of the blame on Olave, and that's not fair.
No, but here's my thing, Richie. I guess this is what we're trying to say is you can't commit to like Garrett Wilson money with a guy like Chris Olave.
I get that, but you know, in the future, we're trying to figure out who our quarterback is.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're trying to trade away young receivers. Not
You
saying
know what's-
Olave's, I don't think Olave's a
But-
true number one. I agree with y'all on
Right,
that. But what
right.
I'm saying is, you're still trying to build a core with quarterbacks, receivers. You're going to get a quarterback next year. Say you're going to get a quarterback next year. Who the hell is he going to throw the ball to?
But that's Rich. That's what I'm saying. Rashid Shaheed's also a free agent, and if it's up to me, I'm keeping Shaheed over Olave. That's just me. I think there's more upside
What if you lose
there.
both? What if you lose both?
Well, no, you can't lose both. But here's my thing. You got Devon. So let me ask you this: would you guys like to see a Mason Tipton, Devon Vele, Rashid Shaheed trio? I'm down with that. I like Brandon Cooks. I respect Brandon Cooks, but what's he really doing at this point? You know what I'm saying?
Look, this is like, and put it in perspective. You got 2 first-round picks invested in Chris Olave. You're not getting anything close to that out of Olave.
No.
You're not getting to production that a 2 first-round pick gets, or you're not getting that in return as an asset. So at this point, do you sign that dude to a 5-year, 125, or do you trade him for a 3rd or 4th round pick and cut your losses? Because at the end of the day, once you commit that 125, it's in the books. You're not taking it off. So, do you think that's going to make the world of a difference on this team?
Let me ask you this question in your honest opinion: who's the better receiver, Chris Olave or Drake London?
Or who?
Or Drake London?
Drake London.
By
Drake
a
London.
mile? By a mile?
By enough, yeah. By enough, yeah.
Well, guess
Yeah.
what?
I'm going to say
Go-
the
I
numbers,
tell
the
you what, I
physical
tell you
talent,
what, go
and the
look-
lack
go
of
look at that-
concussion.
Go look at that. Go look at that stats this year. Guess who's got the better stats?
Drake London.
More catches or
Well,
more
Richie,
yards?
they had a bye week.
More catches.
They had a bye week as
Well,
well. But Richie,
Olave's
I'm not
getting
worried about
13 targets a
catches.
game.
I'm not worried about catches.
Well, I mean,
Jarvis
okay,
Landry
now
had
you
150
now you
catches
picking
for
and choosing
300
what you're worried
yards or
about.
something. You know what I mean?
I'm a
Hey,
catch guy.
Richie, there was a
want
running
that
back with 50
significant.
with 50 carries and 100 yards. I mean, just
Yeah.
because you got a lot of quantity doesn't mean the production is going to follow
Okay,
it.
well, Michael Thomas had a million and something, 140.
We're not going back.
But
We're not
Mike
talking
Thomas
about.
had 1,300 yards receiving too, Rich, and like 10
140,
touchdowns.
but 140 catches. That ain't many yards for that many catches, Dave.
I don't know.
That's-
Michael Thomas.
That's 9 yards a catch to me. I think
So
if
let's-
that works out.
You know, the Oil Man Outdoors just put up a great, and I'm a Raider fan, so 100%. I see exactly what he's saying, and I agree with what he's saying. In his last comment, the Saints are becoming the '80s Raiders. Al Davis gave problem players
Yeah.
a chance. The Saints are giving old players a place to back to.
Absolutely.
So it's-
Absolutely.
You know,
I mean,
it's
That's not who you
It's a
want to
bad
be as
habit to
franchise.
get in.
devil's advocate on it.
it's a whole habit to get in.
Devil's advocate on the Cam Jordan situation. How nasty would the Detroit Lions D line would look with Cam Jordan on it?
It would. And if you Detroit, you're playing for a Super Bowl. You saw what
Oh.
happened last year with Aiden Hutchinson when he went down.
That's
What happened
just
in insurance
simple.
policy
That's
would be
just
huge.
simple. That's common sense to me. Is to give a 5th round pick or get a 5th round pick. You know what I'm saying for
Well,
a
Poncho,
Cam
what
Jordan.
happened last year? What happened
Okay,
last year? What was the biggest reason the Lions didn't get to the Super Bowl? They didn't have Aiden Hutchinson. If they had that pass
I
rush
agree. I agree.
in the
What I'm
playoffs,
saying-
I'm just you can
So
you can put
you're saying the Saints should take a 4th round pick for Olave right now?
yes.
what now?
A 4th round pick for Olave?
No. I think you should get more for Olave than that. I would like a second, honestly, because the new team that could get him would have him still in a favorable spot to grow with that team. It's not like he's a rental and then you move on from him. He's still a 25, 26-year-old receiver who's got a future. If let's say he goes to Buffalo and it's a perfect marriage with Josh Allen, you've got him there in house. You could go ahead and extend him. You could keep him there.
I think y'all would agree with me. I think them getting this win this past Sunday is kind of complicating things now because now you got a little taste of a win. Now you start. You know what I'm not.
But you got to stay. You
No,
got to know where you're at, Richie. You got to stay self-aware. We're not.
Yeah,
we're
so
not
2
that
weeks
good.
2 weeks ago, fucking Kool-Aid was getting a Fred Thomas
That's what
treatment. You get what I'm
I
saying?
got
And this,
Richie calling me. Richie's like, Dave, you dead wrong about freaking Kool-Aid, and now it's like, hey, he's defensive player of the week. You know.
so now, Richie, my thing is these young guys. Listen, These draft picks got to get on the field. You can't keep them in your back pocket. That's why I'm telling you, they got Quincy Riley. These guys have to play to catch the speed of the game.
Can we all agree we need to
the college game and the Sun Belt is totally different from the NFL speed, dude. It's two different worlds, and you have to get in the fire.
That guy playing guard for Ruiz needs to stay in there because he's a hell of a lot
Simpkins. Hey, real quick though, why is nobody talking about how good our offensive line is playing right now? Because I think they've been sensational.
And listen, that wasn't no slouch defensive line they went against.
No, I mean, you're going against one of the best group of pass rushers in the league. Now, they can't stop the run to save their freaking lives, but they can rush the passer. And you're going to have pass rushers again this week with guys like Harold Landry coming in with New England. So you're going to have
right now, Shane can probably bring it up, but right now, believe it or not, McCoy is the highest rated center in the league right now.
Well, Richie, I think he's the best out there. I think he's the best center in the league.
Now, this is where it's at, Richie.
Now, you can get something for McCoy right now.
No, I'm not giving up McCoy. McCoy is staying put, man. He is sitting here. He's eating red beans and rice every Monday. He's going to Mardi Gras. He's staying his ass here. He's drinking a beer.
So the place you do, Shane, I tell you, the place you do want to build is on your lines on both sides. That's the game changer. It starts. The game starts in the trenches, bro.
I'm talking shit.
The game starts in the trenches, man.
Dave's drinking Milwaukee's best.
No, I'm drinking, believe it or not. So I'm a Cubs fan. I'm looking for 312 Urban Wheat, which Rouse's used to have. I want to give the Rouse's on Williams a big FU for not knowing how to pick goddamn beer. I had to settle for Yingling Stars and Stripes, which is okay. But where's my damn 312 Urban Wheat from Chicago? You know what I'm saying? They got every damn beer. They got shit I never even heard of. Probably some teenager in a garage somewhere is making this shit up and selling it to Rouse's.
Let's give Shane his moment a little bit. We always tune in and want to talk about his Raiders. What's going on with him, Shane? Come on, man.
Losses.
Hey, I started Genty again this week and he kills me. I'm like, God.
So Shane, to tell you, investing into older players doesn't seem to work out at all in the NFL.
Dude, Shane has lived through the Al Davis time. He will tell you.
Yeah.
Then he's got Geno Smith on his plate right now. I mean,
man, is it? Let me ask you this: what is the betting odds that the Raiders draft a quarterback in the first round in 2026?
Probably about 95%.
Hey Shane, I mean, do you really wish you had Shador now?
Nucleus, man. There's pieces there.
No, I don't wish I had Shador. The stuff he's doing in the locker room, I don't want nothing to do with
it. Shane, that's why he fell so far. Is with shit that's happening now.
Pancho don't want to hear that, though. Pancho don't want to hear none of that.
No, but Richie, that's why he fell so far. It's nothing against the guy as a player, but nobody wanted to deal with this shit. No coach wants to deal with his daddy being on a conference call while he's in practice.
The whole mime thing and all that stuff, bro, you can keep that shit over wherever the hell you want to be at, because eventually here in about 2 or 3 years, you're going to be at home watching everybody else play because you're an idiot.
Shane, let me ask you this. Wouldn't you have to be like a Josh Allen, Mahomes type talent or Lamar Jackson talent to even get away with any shit like that? I mean, if you're just an average run-of-the-mill guy, like the 45th best quarterback in the league, you're going to be out the door in short time.
The only reason he gets away with it is because he's at the bottom of the totem pole. If those guys were doing it, somebody from the NFL office, league office, would have a meeting with them and say, hey, look, do the shit again, and it's going to be a problem.
And look, if anybody's watching us for the first time, some of us on here, not Richie so much, but some of us have defended the shit out of this kid in the past. And I can't get down with stuff like this.
I have. I
mean, Rich, so Shane, I understand. I understand at the end of the day, be a professional, because that's the profession he chose. Mm-hmm. But you notice that young man has been shitted on from the day one fucking process through the draft.
He's been treated like a golden child his whole life.
Man, are you serious?
Well, Pancho, you got to grow up at some point. You got to take the outsiders and just say, hey, I'm me. Let me do my thing and forget about
everybody. Again, everybody is different.
Other than this year, the golden child most of his career?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think the only reason draft night happened is because we're seeing right now. It's not against him as a player.
The first time he's not coached by a family member or whatever, now we want to criticize. Come on, man.
Honestly, Richie, I think if he had a different last name, he would have went no worse than the third round.
I think if he just keep his ass out the media, he wouldn't have went no later in the third round.
And that's what I'm saying. So, but even before that, so I mean, it's man, you got different personalities. You got Tom Brady personalities. You got Jameis Winston personalities. You got Baker Mayfield's personalities. Then you got Drew Brees guys. So everybody's different, and you got to treat every. So some people are more outspoken than others. That might.
But you can't
okay,
act like
but
that
you
when
just
you
said
haven't
Baker
done it.
Mayfield.
Go ahead, Shane.
Baker Mayfield is a great example. Early in his career, he was with the dumb
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
Very cocky,
Now-
very arrogant.
Man, I shared a
whenever
clip
he's matured-
I shared a clip yesterday that he's cursing out fans right now.
Who's that?
Baker Mayfield.
No, but Baker's calmed down a lot from where he was.
Well,
coming out of
I
Oklahoma.
agree with Shane, but
Baker
again,
might
but
be
I'm
the-
saying
Baker
he's
might
still.
be the- Baker might be the MVP of the league right now.
It
Oh,
could be.
Hey, look, there was a conversation at one point on another podcast. I'm not going to throw any names out there that tried to say Jameis Winston was better than Baker Mayfield about 3 or 4 years
No
ago.
shot.
I'm just going to stop it right there. That's all. I'm just going to say to other podcasts, they know who they are. That's a big ass L that they're wearing to this day.
and will continue to
You
wear
had
it.
to, you had to bring that up, huh, Dave? You had to bring
Oh, dude,
that
I'm
up.
bringing up every damn chance I get because I had to hear about it so much. I don't think I'll ever stop. I'll be 90 years old talking about how everybody told me Jameis was a top 10 quarterback waiting to happen with Sean Payton.
If he goes to Cincinnati, he might light up Cincinnati,
Hey,
bro.
listen,
He is the most entertaining son of a bitch
Baker-
there is. I give him that. I think I've grown to really like Jameis. I just didn't want him as my QB1 because I
Who goes to
saw
Cincinnati?
too much in
Poncho, what
Tampa.
he said?
If he was to go to Cincinnati, he would light it up, man.
Oh, he'd be fantasy gold. If he goes to Cincinnati, if he went there instead of Flacco, everybody picked him up in the fantasy leagues, dude.
Richie, you see that comment?
What he said?
Why y'all picking on Richie Plymouth's nephew, Shadur Sanders?
Oh shit! Hey, look, dude, and I
man,
respect Dion. I do, man. But you got to keep your ass out of the football
Listen,
business, like
here's
LaMelo
the
Ball. I mean,
reality.
LeVar Ball, whatever his name is.
He's not gonna say off camera what I want with Poncho. Do I think the kid? Do I think they mishandling this? Absolutely. It's a shame. He should be the second string quarterback. I'm sorry.
Hey, speaking of rookie quarterbacks, I am still on my Jackson Dart mountain. I don't give a shit what he did in the second half because in the first half, every Saints fan in that place was probably shitting their pants because that dude came out like gangbusters. He can't help it that he has a bunch of ass clowns catching the ball that can't hold on to a football where he had to go
Who's
try
his
to be
number
ripped.
one?
Listen,
offensive
I
weapon?
seen that guy run to the left and drop the ball straight out his hand.
No,
So I
but
don't
mean,
know,
look,
bro.
it's easy to call his mistakes, but that dude in the first half made more plays than I've seen Spencer Rattler make.
Look,
all season.
Shane, give me an honest answer. What would you do a player if he ran 50 yards and dropped the damn ball at the goal line? What would you before the
No,
goal
that's
line?
a
What would you
different-
do?
That's a different guy. That dude's a dipshit.
I know
you
that's what I'm
talking
saying.
about
The
the,
corners. I just
Cardinals
thought
player?
about when Dart
Jimmy
dropped the
Crowder,
ball.
Yeah.
Now, how many times you would have to tell a player run the ball and put the ball at the back of the end zone? That's where you drop it. You don't drop it 6 inches before the goal line. Like
It's just crazy because it happens so much. It's
way too
insane
many,
to me.
right?
Yeah, it's one of the stupidest things you can do in a football field. That's why I praise Barry Sanders as one of the greatest players of all time.
They fined that head coach, by the way.
I saw that. Jonathan Gannon, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, and
He took it a little far.
I mean,
You think?
he might have.
Why?
Hell,
But no. I'm saying he took it far, but
lucky
I
it wasn't- it was on
understand it
camera.
at the same time.
Apparently,
He lucky it was on camera. If it would have went into the locker
Yeah.
room,
Apparently, they don't watch it. Listen, apparently they don't watch any Bobby Knight films.
Oh no, Richie! If this was Mike Ditka in the 1980s, we wouldn't even.
Oh, it's a
see
different
that guy.
era.
He'd be
Yeah.
like, he'd be
This is
shipped
back
away somewhere.
when
man.
basketball used to be basketball, it ain't no more. So yeah, we agreeing with you, Richie. It was a lot tougher back
Hey,
then
It
than
was
what it is
talking
now.
about the
back
Cardinals.
then, yeah. That dude would have had a.
Hey,
wooden
talking about the
fucking-
Cardinals,
he'd have
that's
been
a team
whacked
that
upside the head
finds
with a
ways
bat
to
or
lose.
something, man. With
Jeez.
Mike
Well,
Ditka, man.
listen. Let's talk about it. In New England's coming in town. Can the Saints get their second win in a row? I'll leave it to you, Dave. Start with you, Dave.
So listen, Drake May. I'm still sticking on my Jackson Dart thing. There's no way the second half of that game is going to make me change my opinions on that guy. But you're getting a guy that's more seasoned with Drake May, who's really turning into a good quarterback. Here's the
Good
problem the
runner, too.
Patriots have that the Giants didn't have. They got a little better head coach, in my opinion, with Mike Vrabel. I think Drake May is a little more polished, obviously, than Jackson Dart in year two. But Stephon Diggs, they got a legit pass catching threat. I want to see how our corners, as good as they looked against guys like Darius Slayton, Wandale Robinson, and Bo, whatever the hell his name is, Bo Collins.
Isn't
We
Gonzalez
do
back?
that against Stephon Diggs and Hunter Henry and guys like that, veterans who've been in this league and who've had success. Also, on the other side of the ball, guys, this is another good pass rush led by Harold Landry, a guy I wanted here with the Saints. But Christian Gonzalez, one of the best corners in the league. The Giants' secondary was terrible.
That's
You're
my
going
cousin.
against a much better group back there. Christian Gonzalez could definitely lock up either Olave or Shaheed. So I want to see what Spencer Rattler does with other options, because throwing at that guy is not a good solution. So I don't know.
I'm going to tell you, Christian
Go ahead,
Gonzalez
go ahead,
is the
Pancho.
number one top-rated
Go ahead,
cornerback
Go ahead.
by PFL.
He's number one.
And he is
Yeah,
number one.
he's a damn good corner.
Go ahead, Pancho.
Listen, so the bright spot
I'm
that
sorry.
we have.
I'm sorry. I take it back.
Yeah.
He's I think he's number
Number
two.
two.
Number one cornerback is actually Will Johnson in Arizona.
Wow. I wouldn't have said that. I would have said
So
that.
talking about running backs, the good thing we don't have to worry. Their running backs are pretty shitty right now, right?
Yeah.
Gibson just threw his leg out, and then you got Ramondre Stevenson, which he scored 2 touchdowns, but he's a fumble machine right now. So it's the way, hopefully we can get some more of that mojo. But man, we can't see a second win, dude. Too early, too soon right now, man. Too early for it was too early for a win.
The key to the game for the Saints, to me, is gonna be a tough one, and they're gonna have to slow down Stephon Diggs, because him and Drake May are starting to get on the same page, and it's really showing. And I just, if they can slow that down, then I think they have a good shot at winning this game.
Shane, the game plan to that, right? So how do you slow down Stephon Diggs, right? You would do it on the offensive side of the ball. You keep time of control, right? If you can keep establishing the run and get 3 yards with AK and Kendre and keep the ball out of their hands, then control the clock that way and keep the same game plan. I mean, because right now the game plan, you can't go 45 passes with Rattler and win the game. If you're doing 45 passes with Rattler, you're probably down by 20. You get what I'm saying? So you want to establish the run and stick with the run, and let the O-line get their legs underneath them, and start establishing their base. Trevor Penning, get a little better. Ruiz, Simpkins, whatever, and throw them in the mix and run the ball if you can keep the run, and don't rely so heavily on the arm of Rattler at this stage.
P. Ruiz is out still, right?
Yeah.
Who? Yeah. Ruiz, yeah.
Well, yeah, you got him.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things the Saints need to take advantage of is the dump passes this game. And they could do that a ton.
Hey, Shane, maybe you can help Nicole. She said she has no running backs now for her fantasy.
Hey, my fantasy is Ashton Genty. I just dream about him every night.
Dude, why didn't everybody listen when I brought up that dude's name? Old Bill, I talked about like our first podcast of football season. I said, hey, before we went off, nobody's probably listening to a damn word I said, go get your Corey Krosky Merritt in all your fantasy leagues, dude.
Yeah.
That dude is a maniac, dude. He is him and Ashton Genty are going to they're going to carry the running back.
Genty had a bad
That's
2
what we were
first
talking
games,
about
right?
before.
Remember? And so now hopefully that, he got his legs and speed underneath him.
When we were talking the Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry thing, that's why I said, for me, it's Christian McCaffrey, because he brings such a dynamic to the passing game as much as he does to the run game. And, I really see Bill Krosky out there doing the same thing with Washington. You know what I'm saying? He's just as dangerous with his hands, coming out the backfield. He can run the routes out of the slot if you need him to, whatever it needs to be. And I think that Jaden Daniels sees that. And I think, that offense is stepping it up a little bit. Now, if they could just get back Terry McLaurin and be a healthy offense, you can really start to see some things going, because Debo's really picked it up this year. He's shown that he could take the hits. He's going to stay on the field. He's going to stay healthy, and he's been very productive for him.
Yeah.
Ertz, too.
Yeah.
I got to say.
All right, fellas, we're about to get out of here, man. I want to thank all you.
Man, let's talk about that a little bit about that LSU loss. We didn't make it last weekend, bro.
We don't need to talk about that.
Come on, man. We got a big LSU game coming this Saturday night in South Carolina. Come on, playing South Carolina.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
What you got out of that? South Carolina's gonna whoop that ass or what? What's happening, Richie? You tell me what's happening.
Talk about it.
What happened? Did Richie lose
It's
money
gonna
in
be
this
about
game
that
or
week.
what?
What you got? Shane, what you got? Nussmeyer's gonna go wild or what?
I don't know about wild, but it's South Carolina's defense is giving up a lot of points. They're giving up a lot of yards. I think you can really stretch them out. You know what I'm saying? My question is the running back, is he back this week for LSU?
Yes, he is. He's back.
Okay, that does it for me. To put it out there, I've already bet LSU minus I think it was 7.5.
Okay.
Y'all make sure you get them bets in.
think-
Y'all want him? Reach out to Shane. He'll give you his opinion on things.
Listen,
They're
what
gonna
was
lose
this?
to Shane when they lose now, Richie. If they take an L, man.
I mean, it's last year.
Hey, I will say this,
Last year
and I
they had
can
this
post it in our
the
chat.
Hilton guy
That was one of my picks. Ole Miss.
What's going on with the Hilton guy? Because I mean, they was connecting at the end of last year, like red beans and rice, and this year, I mean, dude, it's just not. It's not there, man. Where's Chris Hilton at?
Not them. Just ain't connection.
Well, you know, it's
Take my phone service in Chalmette when I go out there.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, hey, LSU, I think they bounce back this week in a big way. You know, like I said, South Carolina gives up the yards, they give up the TDs, and I think they can bounce back and show what they're
And tonight, man, tonight's full of stuff, man. They got the Tulane game on. They got the Cubs game on. They
Yes.
got
Watch it
the
out. Let's go do it. Let's go
they
join
got the NFL game on.
Hey, listen,
Hello,
y'all,
man.
there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit, but there's only one game. Go Cubs, go, man.
All right. All right, fellas. Thank y'all for joining me.
Yeah, who that?
It has been
All
a
right,
pleasure.
y'all.
It has been a pleasure.
Who that Mafia?
All right.
Always.
let's
Big
do
Easy
this.
Mafia.
Go, Cubs, go. I want to hit a song tonight, guys.
The Big
Yeah, we
Easy
going.
Mafia.
All right, Poncho,
Yeah.
get that W.
Five Star and T-Bone up in here. Let's get this party started.
Oh, we the Big Easy Mafia.
Yeah.
Oh,